What is going on? Thank you for joining the Midnight Tea Club with Crimson Lotus Tea. This is Glenn.
This is Lamo. Hello.
And we have a new lens, which is fun. Nice big fisheye lens, which is going to work really good for this. But I might have to get Lamo to scooch in just a little bit closer so she's not so distorted on the side
I'm
there.
sideways, actually.
But what's going on, guys? Anybody got something fun that they're brewing tonight? Hello, Philip, and Tea Student 97. You do plan on buying some teas. Very excited. That's awesome. We get excited when people buy tea as well. If the volumes are too loud or too low, or if the music's too loud or too low or whatever, let me know, and I can adjust it. It's a little bit tricky to do it unless you guys tell me what needs to get done. So we're going to start off getting going with some... Roxanne, what's going on? Thank you for joining us on this fine Saturday night, the first Midnight Tea Club of the year, which is very, very exciting. Jake says, funny timing, just had top of the clouds earlier and it's having black gold now.
I like
nice.
the TOTC.
Yeah, TOTC.
It's a color.
I acronymize all of my teas, but I've not actually done a TOTC. Oh, I know why I don't do TOTC. Because I do it in Chinese. I say YPZD. That's my Yunpu Judian. That's my like YPZD. But so really excited about the new little lens that I got, primarily because I can do stuff like this. Bam! Look at my teapot. See, look at that. I'm so excited about that I can do like really fun close-ups and kind of have some right. I know it's super cool. I'm very excited about. I get to keep with the fisheye lens, I get to keep the camera a lot closer. Makes it feel a little bit more intimate. In the past, it seemed like everybody was like really far away because the camera was like 5 feet away, and I couldn't do fun close-ups, which I can even do of the leaves and stuff. Look at this! Look at that!
A big piece.
Broke me off a big piece.
Yeah, I did.
And I have a small mouth teapot.
It's right, 10 gram.
It's gonna work. It's gonna take me a minute here, guys. We were out all day. Doing some work, but we're back now. And yes, Jared, my friend, just like a 90s skateboarding video. I've seen far too many 90s skateboarding videos I just have a deep passion for like a really fat, like wide, like fisheye lens. I love it. I really, really love it. So I'm excited to get one. It was $15. Can't go wrong. They said it was $85 off of the original price of $100, which is always just BS. But I'm very excited to get it, and it's actually relatively decent quality. It seems to work well. I mean, all fisheyes kind of have a little blurring on the side. Actually, that's not too bad. But the nice thing is, I get it close, and you get to see like tea-wear, and like my head's not like chopped off because of the widescreen stuff. So
yeah, it's looking much better.
Very excited. A little black around the outside, but I don't care.
Doesn't matter. Focus on the
doesn't matter. You should be focused on the tea. You're not looking at the corners and stuff like that. What do we got here? Roxanne had top of the clouds out to brew before she even saw it on the menu. We're just connected. We're connected. That's awesome. I knew it. That's great. Ty's got a really nice Yixing teapot the other day and brewing some honey bomb at the moment to see how it does in it. That's pretty cool. It has taken far too long for people to actually get their teas, our 2020 teas, actually like in their teapots.
We released over tea pretty late.
We released it a little late. It was there were some complications, the whole global pandemic thing, So cut us a little slack.
So finally, great. And before the
finally before 2020 was over, people were actually getting. Some people got some. Some people are still waiting for some teas. So.
It's hard to believe the spring is coming. I know every year after December. It's usually the time we're planning for the next trip.
This is the time when we start to like aggressively plan for what are we going to do for spring, get our visas and do all that stuff.
Buy the flight tickets.
And well, we're just going to play it by ear this year. See what's going on. Oolong Owl is here. What's awesome. This is great. She's got some nasty Muja Tiguanyin that's been thermos brewing since 3 p.m. Dump it. Just dump it. Just dump it. Throw a little Crimson Lotus in your pot. Like start your Saturday night off right. Oh my gosh, it's these sessions are so much fun. We really enjoy these sessions a lot. Super happy to have you guys here.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of fun stuff planned for you. In fact, like if you guys are tuning into the Between Two Teapots live tea stream interview stuff, I've already got the entire month full. It's full. Every single week I've got somebody awesome, including Oolong Owl. Oolong Owl this month is going to be on a live stream with us, and we're going to be drinking a pu'er tea called TKG. So if you know about that,
you know about it.
you know about that. If you don't know about that, then join the T stream and we'll give you the full story, the full details about the tea called TKG. It's a little bit of a limited edition insider secret. Amos Green says the wide view is not that great. I do appreciate the feedback, but I actually really like it. I really like it. So why is it not that great in your opinion? I would appreciate the precise feedback. I find it really hard to have in a single screen me and the tea. Especially in a widescreen format. It all works really well in like a vertical, like iPhone style format, but we're streaming to YouTube and YouTube goes wide. And so you end up having like a whole bunch of stuff over here that means nothing and a whole bunch of stuff over here that means nothing when realistically I want to show you guys like
and usually the camera is too far away from us, so it's really hard for us to show you.
This is nice because I get to do like really cool close-ups, like BAM!
But if in future we can put another camera
I can do a multi-camera setup. I'm gonna have to get Jake over here to help me coordinate all this stuff. Have like cameras all over the place. I need somebody to run like the broadcasting software in the background who's like flipping buttons and switching camera views and stuff. So that would have to be you. Are you ready?
I am.
Yeah. She says she's ready.
I'm a fine teacher, but by the way, the Jake's video jumping the polar bear.
Yeah,
that was
Jake.
Awesome.
So it's New Year's. New Year's means polar bear plunge. I don't know how many of the rest of you do polar bear plunges where you strip down to whatever you want to do and jump straight into something super cold. But I did it yesterday. Jake did it yesterday. Jake has a video of himself jumping in. His video is far more photogenic and exciting than mine was.
And they're literally jump.
But I convinced Gemma, the baby boss, to actually go with me this year. And it didn't take much convincing. She's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, Dad. And she did. She totally went in all by herself. She was screaming all the way in and out, but there we go.
She's braver than me.
Whew. Scott Phillips had a 2008 Jingmai today and some Mega Brick before. Nice, starting your year off with a little Crimson Lotus tea. Jake, did you get some TKG? Yeah, if you guys have TKG, because there's like 20 cakes.
I think 36 or something.
There's not a lot of TKG cakes. In fact, I don't usually like we keep like 5 of whatever we do for ourselves, even like limited edition stuff. But I think we only like just kept 1. I'm going to move this mic over a little bit in case Lamo's voice is a little quiet. So kind of keep it right between us there.
Okay.
Not a lot.
We had Jade Rabbit today. This aroma does reminds me a lot of
Jade Rabbit's got some old stuff in there. There's some stuff from the 2000s in there. We mixed in some good stuff into Jade Rabbit. That's a pretty tasty little blend there. Yeah. Dual fish eyes. Micah Bell wants me to do dual fish eyes. That would that be stereoscopic? I mean, how many of you guys actually have like that's what we just need. We just need Crimson Lotus tea in 3D. Like 3D. Everybody can do it all virtual reality. You all get your goggles on. The problem with that is like trying to like brew in boiling hot water when you're doing it's not quite there yet, guys. The future we were promised.
In future, it's possible they can produce the aroma, right? They have aroma box. They can release different aromas at different times.
Yeah, but I would just use that to mess with customers. put in the worst possible smell. I don't know. The whole like aroma vision thing. I don't know if that's actually really there yet. And she took a hot bath. That's good. Oh, so you took a hot bath instead of the Polar Bear Club, Polar Bear Plunge. You know, every single year, Lamo says, you know what? Next year is the year that I'm going to do the Polar Bear Plunge. And she's been saying that every year for... She's been keeping the promise. The promise is next year. Yep. Yeah. Amos Greens, what about eBay pu-erh tea cakes? It's garbage. It's all garbage. Don't go to eBay. I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
You can
reliable vendor.
If you find somebody who's reliable, other people on here would be able to answer that question better than I would, because obviously, you know, like I go to the source and I make my own tea cakes, and I've never ever bought a cake off of eBay. So I do see what gets sold on eBay, and I see a lot of the reviews, and it can be entirely hit or miss. It really can.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is to find a reliable vendor. It's simple as we have to find a reliable farmer and producer. That's the key. I think person is more important than tea. You find a good person, you will find good tea.
Ooh, there we go. That smells so good. It's hot. Careful. Rose says, hey, do you know any local ceramic shop pottery people looking to buy a fancy bowl for brewing grandpa style? Local ceramics guys. There's always, who's that? No, like local, like Seattle local. Who's that? There's that pottery collective that's always at the Northwest Tea Festival. Go to the Northwest Tea Festival website and download like the vendor list, right? From like last year or something like that. And because there's a handful of local potters that are represented there, and that's you just got to reach out to them. Amos Green, is fishy smelling tea good or bad? Amos, are you messing with me? Are you trolling? No, fishy. It's
Mostly it's in show
depends.
pu'er, right?
There's a fine line. Show pu'er is what's going to be smelling fishy if it's actually there. If it's a really strong, nasty, dirty, fishy smell, it's a sign that something went wrong. There are occasionally some show pu'ers I've had where I would catch in a pleasant aroma that reminded me something of like grilled salmon skin. Like you could describe that as fishy, but it's not like fishy in a bad way. It really depends on what you like. I mean, if nobody should tell you to like something. If you get a tea and it smells fishy to you, but somebody else is telling you need to drink it, listen to your body.
Yeah, you had a fun tea you like. You don't need to drink the tea people like. Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's my cup. This is Lamo's cup. So what are you guys brewing with tonight? Is it teapots? Is it gaiwans? I want to show off one of my favorite teacups now that I can do that. Look at that. Look at this gorgeous. See, I wasn't able to do this before. That's what you don't get on the widescreen stuff. Now, this is an incredible teacup.
It's like stars in the dark sky.
Yeah, like this clay is it's naturally black. This is unglazed. This is wood-fired. And all of that, it's like a really, really iron-rich clay. Here's something fun that you can do. If somebody tells you like that their teaware like is really iron rich or it has like an iron heavy glaze, take like a nice big industrial size like Harbor Freight like magnet, hold it on a string, like let it sit there and balance and move the cup close to it. And if there is iron content in there, you'll actually see the magnet go kind of like move over, and you can do that with this cup, which is super cool.
Some Genjan is the same way.
Some Genjan is the same way. If the so guys, speaking of Genjan, you gotta check out what Lamo's drinking from today. Look at that! Just look at that!
It's really beautiful.
That is
color
gorgeous. Wasn't able to do that before.
And the
nice.
outside is also super beautiful. It's like
nice. This one, yeah, the outside's actually really it's rough.
Purple and pink.
It's like a dragon skin.
You can see
it's got
so
a
many
nice,
colors.
it's got a really nice texture on it. So this is a wood fired and one of our favorites.
I think someone gave to you.
It was a gift. It was a gift
today.
to me. Lamo has been borrowing it for many tea tastings, primarily because I just really love this little tiny cup that we got here. Oolong Owl says it's Friends of Fire. I think that's right, or something that was the partners group. Jonathan Steele is one guy there who does demos of his pottery. Yeah, there was one other guy that we bought some interesting stuff on. We did a trade.
That's kind of nice about the tea festival.
It's one of the nice things. Like once the tea festival's done, like all the vendors just like trade stuff back and forth. So traded some tea for pottery, which was kind of fun. Jared McFarlane's got 6 grams of Top of the Clouds brewing now. Going to be That's No Move. Look at that, man. This is awesome. I love it when everybody's got like the exact same teas that we do, because then it's super cool. So we will be doing a show pour right after this. Jacob Cleary drinking from that purple wood-fired Genjan. Oh, you got one of those.
Yeah.
You got Oolong Owl has another one of those. There's not many of those. There's not many of those. Those ones are spectacular.
Yeah.
It might not have been wood fired. Maybe you're talking about it. Maybe you're talking about a different one. The ones that had a really purple and kind of like a rough texture, they looked like wood fired, but it was like a magical like kiln accident or kiln blessing in a gas fired kiln, which is really rare. Which is why those look super awesome.
Oh,
you can send me a picture of it, and
those.
if I can't remember, maybe I'm getting confused.
Yeah, I remember those ones.
Roxanne is using a mythical black clay pot from Jiffy Duchek. I do not know who that is, but that sounds cool. Send me a picture of it later. I want to check that out.
Clay. I like black clay.
I love black clay. Anything in dark black clay.
In Shangri-La, Nishi, we also have a pottery called Nishi pottery. We were used to make a chicken soup.
Yeah.
Well, everybody uses those to make
Everybody
chicken
in
soup.
China, or everybody in Yunnan, like has a tradition of making local clayware for chicken soup.
Yeah.
A lot of they love the chicken
We use
soup.
that a
there.
lot for making butter tea. We try to see whether it can use for the tea wares.
We did, and
It doesn't taste too good.
so there's something interesting that happens once a place gets known for a specific thing. So for example, Nishi it was Nishi,
Kettle.
right? Nishi was known for having black clay. And I came to the conclusion that I don't really think they have black clay available anymore. But that's still like people are like, hey, we came here for black clay, we need black clay. And so they were doing whatever they could to make the clay black. And they don't really know what they're doing. And it was all wood fired, but they were like wood firing it with tires and rubber, and they were doing whatever they could to get like the thickest, darkest, blackest smoke possible to make the clay that they could find black. And it just every single time I put hot water in it, like oil kept coming out. Like no matter how many times I cleaned it and boiled it, this was like a fresh fired pot, and it was still just like oozing like petroleum. And like I tried brewing like once or twice in it, didn't work. You know, like I would do like like put boiling water in it, let it sit for 24 hours and drink it, and it just never tasted any good. And so it was like, you know what, we really wanted to like, have a custom commission for some fancy pots, but
Maybe
I'm like, this stuff can't work. Not at that place, at least. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe next time we go back, we can keep explore.
Orlando Ramirez, salutations to you as well. Lama, I got to show you a picture. He sent me a picture. He's got our Crimson Lotus Tea winter hat on, and he looks quite fetching in it.
That's awesome.
Lama doesn't know how to get it far enough down on the head. And so she puts it up high, and then there's a picture of her, and it's like this tall. And she's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" I'm
It's like
"I
a
thought you learned
pagoda
it."
on top of my head.
Looks like she's got a black pagoda on top of her head. That's what it is. All right, what do we got? Clement makes his own Gong Fu style tea sets. Oh, that's awesome. You use clay. I'm assuming. Nice. Yeah, give us your toss your Instagram in there. Let us see what you got so we can peruse your gorgeous tea wares.
Oh, this ginger.
So
Remove lots of sharpness.
it does. Do you want to do it side by side with a non-Genjan?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about Top of the Clouds is really heavily compressed. So I usually give like the early steeps just like a little bit extra time. Here we go. Oh, look at this. This is actually technically wood fired. So this is Huaning. This is a Huaning cup from one of the dragon kilns there, which is super awesome. So if you guys like super awesome teaware and you like seeing pictures of teaware and talking about it, check out the last Between Two Teapots tea stream with Alka Michael, because Alka Michael kind of takes us behind the scenes and shows us his teaware collection, and it is envious. He has got a lot of really, really, really incredible teaware. So it's near the end of the video. He pulls it out. I can't remember exactly where it was, but if you guys were watching it, yeah, he's got some cool stuff. Really, really, really cool stuff. All right, Michael Bell, you guys drinking Seattle or China stored? How do they compare? We sold out of all of our Seattle stored Top of the Clouds that would have been here for the last 4 or 5 years. So this is something that we actually got shipped here from this year. So I don't actually have a Seattle stored version to share and compare. 5 years, unless you're really doing something special with the tea, storage-wise, I don't really think that 5 years is enough to really like push a local environment on there.
Especially you didn't add humidity and
yeah, I don't add much humidity. I keep things about 65. I'm not really trying to like, and that wouldn't even be considered natural Seattle storage anyway. So natural Seattle storage would have to have some access to the elements to be considered, natural storage. And so in my opinion, I don't think anybody's actually doing natural Seattle storage. There are people storing things in Seattle, but they're nearly always temperature or humidity controlled. So
otherwise, it's getting too dry in the winter.
It gets too dry in the winter.
Even it's raining outside because the heater you surprisingly how dry the house can be.
Ty says, does the price of the Genshui clay stock cooker stay relatively the same as if it were a teapot per the weight of the clay, or does it differ? No, it really doesn't have to do with weight of the clay. It has to do more with
Skills.
the skill. So there are more expensive. I think you're talking about the clay chicken cookers. There are more expensive ones, or maybe like they're wood-fired ones that may be a little bit more.
Yeah, in general, those cooker stock is cheaper than teapots.
Yeah, it falls under the category of a tutao, right? Is that just
Yeah.
no? Just generic tea, generic clayware, right?
I think that's
Cutao or
yeah,
tsutao. Tsutao, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically every town had ceramicists. I mean, they were making clay shingles for the roofs. They were making just generic cups, generic bowls. That stuff is always really cheap, and it's not the actual clay that really makes Jinshui expensive. It's like the production value of what they're making.
Yeah, I think that's the difference from Yixing and Jinshui. Yixing has limited clay, but Jinshui they have enough clay.
Jinshui's got a lot of clay.
The price is not because of clay. It's all about the skills you add after.
Ange wants to know if I run a humidifier. I do. I do run a humidifier as needed. It does get pretty dry, and even our room is actually off of centralized air. I sealed up all the vents, so it's not actually getting like the dry air pumped through there. But even then, it will lose a significant amount of humidity, especially like going in and out, opening doors and closing it, and going in and getting tea and pulling it out for packing orders and whatnot. Yeah, it can definitely get pretty.
Those
pretty
two
humid.
taste so much different.
So different. Yeah.
I will try yours.
You can try mine.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is more mellow.
Yeah.
This
Jinshui is making it metal. It builds the body a little bit.
The Jinjiang, yeah. Oh wow, this tastes dramatically different. Three of them all taste very different.
So what do you prefer?
I prefer the body of this one.
All right. Clayman says copy my URL and check my Gong Fu tea ceremony from Europe. I don't see where the URL is, but you're welcome to type it into the chat or maybe click on his username or something. You guys can find out what he's got. Ty says, interesting. Kind of makes me want to try one out, see if the heat retention helps more than the stainless steel cookers. Oh yeah, no, and it's not, most of the like the Jinshui pots and stuff that we have are relatively, I mean, it's thicker than your average Yixing, but it's still relatively thin. Like the clay cookers and stuff, I mean, they can easily be like,
thicker.
quarter inch thick, like they hold a lot of heat.
Yeah, one thing about that is you don't wash those soup with the dishwasher, and the longer you cook it, the taste the better. So some of the old store, they've been cooked for 20 years. That's why, because all
in
those
the same
years,
clay pots.
Flavor make the soup taste better. Yeah. Oh, Jinshui have such a good food and barbecue.
Jinshui actually has some really decent food, really good barbecue. Amos says, do I prefer Chinese tea from other countries' tea? I prefer Yunnan teas specifically. I'm quite hooked on what Yunnan province is able to produce. I've had tea from other countries and it's decent, but it's not really my thing. I'm quite passionate about pu'er tea and Yunnan products.
Oh yeah.
Yunnan black tea. Put like any Yunnan Dianhong up against anything from Assam, Darjeeling, any Indian black teas and stuff. Love it. Love it.
We talk because we spend most time in Yunnan.
I know. I do, but I mean, I've drank tons of tea in my life, and the first tea that ever really just like grabbed me, and I was just like, this is amazing, was pu'er tea. 45. I received the silver cup I ordered for you. It's beautiful. It's definitely worth the money. Thank you so much. I'm really happy that we're able to offer those. Those are quite nice and can actually go far. I mean, they can actually do a lot of the same that a teapot would actually do for much less money.
Which style did you get?
Yeah, what style cup do you got?
Yeah,
I got my silver cup around here somewhere. Mine is very used and abused. I don't do anything to it. I don't wash it. I don't clean it. I just let it get all dirty and you want some of that? All right. I'm just dusting it out. As
you rinse some hot water.
Look at you. I will. Jared McFarlane says Dianhong good. Yes, absolutely right. Love Yunnan Dianhong. All right.
You got that
Oh,
one.
you got one like this, like kind of like the fun like peacock glaze and stuff on there. Super cool. Like, yeah, really nice. I'm so happy with this new lens. Very, 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 very pleased.
Oh, it's very sweet, my mouth right now.
Well, we'll see, because I just oversteeped this one.
That ain't gonna be too strong.
Thoughts on the Mandolin Season 2? I don't play the mandolin. Jared might. I'm just kidding. I think you meant Mandalorian. Haven't watched it yet. Waiting for the... Oh my gosh, Micah, dude, I can't talk to you about this. I can't talk to you.
Season 2. Oh, yeah.
Season 2. Oh my gosh.
Epic.
I don't even know why you're watching this stream. I'm sorry. Just shut it off and watch it right now. Just go. Just go. Like, I'm serious, man. Like, before it gets all like ruined and spoiled for you. Like, do it. Do it. Do it. I'll see you later, Michael. Like, Micah, call me, send me a message in, like, how many episodes was it? Send me a message in 12 hours. Send me a message in 14 hours.
Awesome. Oh, actually, some episodes are only half hour, so. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. One of the episodes was like 25 minutes. That one was pretty weird. Autocorrect is not a big Star Wars fan, as I am. Yeah, I know. Look at you, Lama. You got your whole little teacup tasting session.
The color is getting so red. I remember it's more yellowish before. It's always this color. I can't remember.
Oh, look at that. We can even do some nice color close-ups.
Is this oversteeped color?
This is an oversteeped color. That's still quite nice. It's got some good color to it. Let's see. How is it? Is it a little too strong?
I already drink it?
I don't know. I think maybe you haven't. Orlando has one as well. What do you have? Orlando silver cup. Did I make it a little too strong? Yeah, this is what happens after like three or four steeps. Like once it actually opens up, and then I accidentally oversteep it.
Especially top clouds is heavily compressed.
Yeah.
So if you oversteep it,
well,
it's about time to open it up.
Tell you what, like now you get to test what oversteep tastes like in your 3 cups. See if it makes a difference. See which one tastes best.
I think that's what a professional do in Yunnan, right? They oversteep the tea. They only try the tea sweet steep, then decide it's a good tea or bad tea. You gotta be very efficient. So.
Must be. Unbuded 45 received the Crimson Lotus Tea 2020 Spring Honeycomb. Looking forward to tasting it. Honey bomb. Is it honey bomb? Honey bomb. Good. I'm really excited to hear your feedback on that because I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that blend.
We have a tea called honey bomb. Now you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's not bad in this cup. Nice. You can tell that it's got some aggression there, but this cup certainly like mellows it out. The problem is like the silver is going to take like that experience and just jack it, right?
Yeah, I think silver is the worst.
How is it for this one? This one's probably pretty decent, right?
It's okay because it removes a lot. It's still strong.
Try it with that one. Try it with that one too. Ty watched a Star Wars movie for the first time on New Year's Eve.
Silver just intense astringency.
It makes everything intense. It
different way.
brings it up to 11. Ty watched a Star Wars movie for the first time. Like you've never watched a Star Wars movie in your entire life, but on New Year's Eve you watched the first one. What did you watch? It better be one of the good ones. We're all gonna judge you.
We watched the Die Hard.
On Christmas Eve. Yes.
Well, my memory. Do you watch anything on the New Year Eve? You do the honeydew. Yeah.
Some fireworks. We watch some fireworks for the kids, but no, we watch. That's our personal couples tradition on New Year's Eve. On Christmas Eve, once the kids go to bed, throw on Die Hard, watch the Nakatomi Plaza get attacked. So what movie was it? What did you watch, Ty? Didn't know what was going on at all. Must have been one of the more recent ones. Just happy my friends were excited to show me it. That's pretty cool. That's what it's about. Having some friends.
Having some fun.
Jake says, cool trick. If you want to oxidize silver to give it a darker look, put the cup/teapot in a sealed container with mashed up hard-boiled eggs. It's the sulfur. Cool look. Yeah, they do when you, for example, when we purchase, have teaware made for us, silver teaware, they'll do the exact same thing. If you want a dark teapot, like they'll sulfur it or whatever they put onto the outside of it to get it. And then what's really cool is if it's a hand textured finish, like a hand-hammered textured finish on the outside of the silver teapot, where you got like positives and negatives, like highs and lows. They run that on there, and then they polish the outside, and so you can get this really cool like dark lows and polished shiny highs. It's super cool. I forgot I was gonna post about this on the Crimson Lotus Tea Facebook page. See if anybody else is willing to jump on. We've got a nice little group here. Jules, what is going on? How great! Midnight Tea Club, first time. That's so awesome.
That's awesome.
Jules is a really awesome friend and local tea fan. We have tea tastings with him. We had tea tastings with him a couple times a year when we were down at Phoenix. I think he's been here a time or two.
Yeah.
What are you drinking tonight, Jules?
Yeah, I miss the time we do the tea tasting in the Phoenix Tea.
Very much.
Yeah,
I do
we
too.
used to do like every Friday afternoon, so we can meet some people over there.
Midnight Tea Club is
drinking dark depths at the very moment. Yay!
That's a good one. Nice. Good choice.
Well, later we're gonna move to another show too.
We will move to a show pour in about a half an hour. Although this one's still going strong. This one could probably go for the full 2 hours. Easy. This is a Top of the Clouds is a long haul tea.
Depends how you brew it. If you brew like this.
This tea will keep going. Wait till you get to the next tea. You're gonna really like it.
I know. I like this tea.
Yeah.
Especially the late steep.
Micah needs sleep. Enjoy the rest of your night. If the child lets me get some quiet time tomorrow, I'm gonna try out Baby Dragon. Nice.
Oh,
nice.
awesome.
There you go, Baby Dragon. Let me know how you feel about that. That's a good one. That's a potent tea. Yes. Torn Ham says Top of the Clouds brews forever. Roxanne says when I went to the basement poo dungeon. Roxanne has a basement poo dungeon. Pick up Top of the Clouds. Looking at all the clays from Crimson Lotus Tea, and I'm pretty sure I'm covered till I die. But that's not going to stop you from getting more. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's nice. I think a lot of people this year have been in a I'm not going to wait any longer. This year sucks. I'm just going to brew what I have. Like a lot of people were brewing stuff that they were like saving for a special occasion. Well, the special occasion is the horrible 2020 that we had. So I think we had a lot of people drinking through like their collections, drinking more than buying, which I thought was pretty interesting.
I think
and
just
totally
like enjoy
makes sense.
what you have now.
Yeah, might as well.
Don't plan long
YOLO
term.
tea year. That's right. Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen in future.
That's right.
Oh, try the best tea whenever you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, Roxanne, you've got every single time we do one of these, and I throw the name of the tea out there. Roxanne's always got it. She's always got it. She's got quite the collection. The whole year was a special occasion. She's absolutely right. Excuse me.
Yeah, this is probably the best for this brew.
So we bought a Black Friday special for ourselves. We bought a jet boil. Got some recommendations from some of you guys on what model to use and gas to purchase and stuff. And so instead of taking a thermos around the last couple of days, we have just been carrying the jet boil with us. And it's awesome because I put in, it's got a measurement on the inside. I take my Gong Fu to go with. I put in 150 ml of water, and it like boils it in like 45 seconds, even outside, which is amazing. And then I just pour it in, and it's really nice. It makes a huge difference in our tea brewing experience because a lot of the time, like the thermos just really, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours later, it's just not that hot anymore. And so having like a little jet boil and being able to have like instant hot tea, so worth it. Really brings out a lot in the tea sessioning experience. Jules is waiting to brew Kunlu Gushu. Did you pick some of that up, Jules? Has it actually come? Has it arrived yet? I'm so excited for everybody who has a chance to drink Kunlu Gushu. So
hope it will give as good experience to us. It's really mind blowing to us.
That was hands down tea of the year for us. And we've had Kunlu Gushu on multiple occasions, like in Kunlu Shan, but it's I don't know. It's like
very generous to share with us. We were never able to buy anything.
Yeah, I mean we've got even you think running a tea business, you're like you guys drink all the best tea all the time. Well, we actually don't. When we're with other people, farmers, we do with the farmers. The farmers are super generous. But when it's like our personal stuff, we're often just drinking whatever's handy. We save that stuff for super special occasions. So I've got like 16 grams of it left, maybe personal stuff.
No, you got more than that.
No, because I got rid of. We sold most of it. I didn't really keep that much. Maybe 20. Maybe around 20 grams. I think maybe only like 1 or 2 sessions.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jules has it. He has it. I get so stressed. I'm so stressed when those teas like are mid shipping, especially like high value teas and stuff. I get stressed for our customers. I'm glad it made it. So that's awesome. That's definitely a tea to save for a special occasion and focus on it. John Cameron, ceramic, different glazed glass, silver teacups, amount of tea, brewing time, and rinse make the same tea taste differently. I'm new to this. It absolutely can, especially when you're brewing tea like this. You're trying to when you're brewing going fu tea, you're trying to remove a lot of the extraneous details, and so what you really want to focus on primarily is a really high like leaf to water ratio. You'll actually see like this teapot is like absolutely like packed full right now. There's 10 grams of leaves in there. This is
super thin at the beginning.
150-ish ml. This is probably a little bit more. We're doing really fast steeps. This clay will brew it different than like our Gaiwan will, and there's a lot of stuff that comes into it. So my wife Lama is experimenting with a cup that has a really high iron-rich glaze on it, which softens the tea. This one here is wood-fired, but it doesn't have that same iron content, so that actually does some interesting stuff. And then silver, which kind of takes all of the high points of the tea and exaggerates them a little bit. And so she's tasting each of them, and each one of them tastes different. Yeah, but silver does look gorgeous. Let's see this. Look at that. Everything in silver doesn't work out so well on that because of the angle, but everything in silver just looks gorgeous. Silver just makes
feels like I'm drinking gold.
Just shine. It's like she's drinking liquid gold. Clement says, how much pu'er tea do you drink each day in grams? You'd be surprised. It's really not a lot. We try to make our sessions last long. We're actually out and about a lot, going to this other place that we're working on. And so
2 person we share a Gong Fu to go.
We share a Gong Fu to. We probably do like 1 or 2 Gong Fu to go sessions per day as we're working and getting stuff done. We actually don't get a lot of time to just sit down and like brew tea, which is why this is one of the special occasions in our week. So average day, maybe like just 20 grams, like 2 10-gram sessions. Maybe it's probably about the average. It's not as much as you would think. But we drink a lot from those 10 grams, but we just use about 2 10-gram sessions.
If we're not really testing tea or trying a new tea.
Zealousy, what is going on? We are drinking Top of the Clouds, which is this right here. Got a fun new fisheye camera, which lets me do stuff like this. Bam! Look at that. So excited about the fisheye lens. You guys, you have to have special effects.
Every time I push your button.
Sorry, guys. I'm really excited about the fisheye lens. We're drinking Top of the Clouds, and then after that, we will drink some of our pu'er tea. That's No Moon, which is quite nice. We don't have it on the site. We sold it all out. But I am very happy to drink it. Bam! I know everyone's off. This is why this stream would never work in 3D. Like people would be falling over backwards as I did a tea reveal. Zealousy has a sample of that from Scott. Enjoyed it, but already started in on some wine. You got a sample of Top of the Clouds from Scott? Is Scott selling this? I'd be surprised.
I think he sells lots of Chang Tai. I don't know.
Does sell Chang Tai? I hadn't seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Mark Moeller, what is going on, man? It is good to see you on a tea stream. I need to message you because I want to get you on a Between Two Teapots live tea stream. When you get your stuff all settled down over there and you get an internet connection and you get a little Zoom thing set up, let me know, and I want to schedule you, and you can come in and show people all the cool teaware that you're working on. We can sit down and probably drink some Jing My Love together because that's what you really like. If you guys don't know, Mark Moeller is a North American potter that specializes in Gong Fu teaware. He's trained in Taiwan. Does awesome stuff. Sanguine Teapot, is that your website? sanguineteapots.com?
Yeah, we do have
we do have a nice little one right here. And look at that cute little spout. See, look at this. Look at this. Look at this fisheye lens. Look at how much fun you can have with that. Guys, I'm a kid in the candy shop with this lens. Very, very, very excited about it. Yes, follow Sanguine Teapots. He does really awesome North American, local-made Gongfu teaware. Cool stuff. Yeah, very, very excited about this month's. So I'd have you on this month, but this month is already filled up. Maybe first week. This month is not next year. It'll be maybe like first week in February. That might work. I'll send you an email. Send me a message, and we'll get you on a stream, which will be very exciting. Silas, hello from Nashville. Love Crimson Lotus. Had Space Girls a couple hours ago. What's going on? Thanks for joining us. Midnight Tea Club. Tons of fun.
Which Space Girl? We got lots of Space Girls. Which Space
Girl? There's technically 3. Well, 6 Space Girls, but four of them taste the same.
Maybe they still have
just a different wrapper. But the last two, the last two is there. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna see who's still up on Reddit. I'm gonna submit a post.
Night owl.
I'm gonna brave the upvote downvote wilds of RT.
Yeah.
Still up this late. Wanna have some tea with us?
It's kind of fun.
Join our Midnight Tea Club live stream, and then I'll put a heart so that people don't downvote me. You can't downvote a post with a heart.
Hey, during the cake day, if you post, you can receive downvote.
Well,
the system designed that way.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just you're supposed to be able to post anything you want and have it upvoted, but it doesn't always work that way. I just upvote everything. There's no real point downvoting things. It just makes people feel bad. It makes me feel bad when people downvote my stuff. It makes me feel bad. Black Rapper. Feist. Feist. Space Girls. Feist. Yes. Yeah. Feist is good stuff. We did a Midnight Tea Club with Cosima and Feist, and that was Roxanne. Roxanne is on here. Roxanne won the naming contest for Feist.
I think
that
so.
That was her idea.
I like the name.
It's a good name, and it totally fits. Like, I saw that, and I'm like, that's it. We were gonna name it Roxanne before that, but Feist works. Feist works better.
The last steep, actually, silver cup tastes the best.
Yeah, I figured the last steep was a little bit sweeter.
Everything is perfect, and the silver brought more flavor. I like it.
Yeah. Silver can do some fun accentuation.
It's still pretty.
That's Roxanne right there.
Yeah.
That was a fun contest, getting to get people to name the Space Girls.
And everybody had to write a story, actually.
You had to write a story. It wasn't just a name, because these teas tell a story, and I don't remember all the details of Roxanne's story, but I thought it was a pretty good one. I think it's actually on the page, the product page, right?
Yep. That's super cool. Awesome.
What's with those weird emojis? You didn't type those?
Oh yeah.
I don't know then who did? If it wasn't you, I don't know. You're always sending like really strange emojis. The funny thing is, Roxanne, you probably don't know this, but my iOS is so old, I never know what your emojis are. They're all emojis that I don't have. So you send me all these emojis, and it's always just a bunch of black squares, and I'm like, I'm assuming that it's good emojis that you're sending me based on the tone of our conversation, but I really have no idea. Can you brew green tea in silver? Sure, why not? I think you can brew anything in silver. Except Oolong Owl found out that if you brew citrus-related teas or teas that might have orange in them, there was something about the way that the citric acid reacted with the silver that made the teas quite nasty. Silver might make the green tea too hot. If green tea is super, super delicate,
I think
silver can actually do some really interesting things with the heat. But it's worth a try. Ange has wasted tons of hours on the hidden song puzzle. didn't mean for it to be a time waster. I meant for it to be a fun, enjoyable puzzle. So I hope that they were enjoyable hours searching for something creative, having a little fun. Just like, I give up. I'm just gonna buy 4 cakes. I really appreciate that. That's pretty funny. We're very close to being able to reveal the hidden song as we get down to the end of our cakes, and we no longer actually have a cake available to gift the guesser. We will have a reveal party for the hidden song. So, Oolong Owl's got rabbit aggro. She's got a lot of rabbit, if you guys don't know. Oolong Owl. She doesn't own.
Cutest rabbit.
They're very, very cute. She should own owls. You should change your name to Oolong Rabbit. I think you're misrepresenting yourself. But I will. We'll see you online. Thanks for joining, Oolong Owl. Char.
Sleep where? Oh.
I think she's gonna go wrangle rabbits.
Oh yeah. I love those.
Oh, this is a nice
steeps.
steep. This is a really nice steep.
Yeah, the latest steep, the stone fruits, plum.
Yeah, a lot of good
all
stuff.
came out. All the fruity nuts. Oh,
Call
that's
it
my favorite.
vent. Call it ply. Ba-bam. 19 club live game. There we go.
I love it. Set it on.
Whew. Ange, what did you say you were drinking? Jealousy? Are you still here? You switched to wine. What kind of wine? You want to tell us about the wine that you're drinking? I do enjoy wine quite a bit, but I don't know. Wine has not really been agreeing with me lately. The last couple times I've had wine, maybe I just need to drink it more often. Maybe that's my problem. I'm just not drinking it enough.
In the Woodenware here, they have lots of wine tasting.
Yeah, there's a lot of really gorgeous,
mansion.
high production vineyards very close to our house.
And
here.
you can do tasting of wine for like $20 or 7 kinds of them.
You can go. Yeah, Llama likes to go to the wine tastings every now and then.
Once.
We get a little bit of water here. Yeah, no, a lot of like wineries and wine tours and vineyards and all sorts of fun
It's
stuff.
local wine, so it's
Local
kind of
stuff,
fun.
local made, pretty cool stuff. Silas says, can't think of wine since Christmas night. Hug the porcelain. Oh, I will have to explain to my wife what hugging the porcelain means. It's a slang for
Drink too much.
being a little bit too sick.
Oh.
Toilets are made out of porcelain.
Oh, yeah,
Giving
yeah,
it a
yeah.
nice big hug. I think we've all been there at some point in
Yeah.
time, hugging the porcelain. I am sorry about that. That doesn't sound good at all.
Yep.
Ange is introduced a 12-year-old to pu-erh today. Love the mini mushrooms. That's funny. It's like that tea is older than the 12-year-old, which is hilarious. Like, this tea was made 8 years before you were born.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like that nano mini mushroom.
Yeah.
Does convert lots of people to pu-erh in the tea festival. Everybody tried. They're like, wow, it's so good. You know what I
It's
mean?
a really good pu-erh.
I wish we can get more
A
of
really
that
good
tea.
pu-erh. So you guys, I found when I was packing up Christmas tea orders here, I found 5 bags of nano mini mushrooms. 5 50-gram bags of the nano mini mushrooms. Found them downstairs. We had packed them up for the tea festival, and people hadn't purchased them at the tea festival. So that's 250 grams of nano mini mushrooms that I might have to auction off on Instagram, make a contest, do something fun like that. I don't know, but yes. So I
Or save to drink ourselves.
save it to drink it ourselves. Screw them. We're drinking it ourselves. Jules, does Midnight Tea Club go to midnight? We brew till about 11:30.
What
so,
time zone? I know he's still with us.
Yeah, he's here in our time zone, so it's 10:20.
Yeah, usually we drink 1 tea about an hour.
We drink 1 tea per hour. We go from 9:30 to 10:30, 10:30 to 11:30. So, and then we kind of cut it out there. But you know, it's midnight somewhere, so that's what we're going with. Roxanne generally loves aged chong tais, and I'll say it's very hard for me to choose which she prefers between the Memorial Troll and Top of the Clouds. It's good stuff. Yeah, that is tough. I really like the Memorial Troll.
It's very interesting because they are
Yeah.
both the same time. I mean, both
Roughly,
2005
yeah.
and 2006.
Yeah.
But one is more wet human storage.
Yeah.
And this one, I think also part of this one is compressed heavily.
Yeah, and the other one's
so age a little
compressed a little
slower.
lighter.
So they're very different tea.
And they're different different mountains as well.
Yeah, different blend. Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's a tough one. I think I like how the Memorial just has a little bit more of that humid edge to it. Ange had a Changtai 65th anniversary earlier today. 65th anniversary of what? What would that be? Tell us about the 65th anniversary tea, because Changtai's only been around about 25 years or something, so it wouldn't have been a 65th anniversary of their tea, but they may have been anniversarizing
For 65
something else, maybe like start of China.
Yeah, that's possible. They
China's
released
65th birthday or something like that. When would that have been?
49 something. It's a couple years ago, probably less than 10 years old.
Gotcha. That makes more sense. Jared McFarlane, are you playing Cyberpunk tonight? I would very much like to. I might be able to play a little bit. It'll be fun. I haven't played in a couple days.
Oh.
Spent last night packing orders. You know, I didn't even play yesterday. Ty says, I've been keeled over the toilet many mornings that I got too impatient and drank strong shung on an empty stomach. Brain never realizes my mistake until I'm actually brewing it. For whatever reason, I can drink super strong shung pu'er on an empty stomach, but I can't do black tea on an empty stomach. But shung pu'er tea, it's like, whatever. Just doesn't even faze me. I don't know. I guess I just got a shung stomach. If I go pretty long, depends on the tea. If I go really strong on a tea and I haven't eaten a lot, I can it can affect me, but not the way like even just like 1 cup of black tea on an empty stomach just wrecks me. Oh, hey, ordered my first clay teapot from you guys last week. That's awesome. We don't have a whole lot left. We've got to figure out some way to get some more made. So I might be trying to work something out with the potters and genshui for something special.
Which shape do you guys prefer?
Yeah, what do you guys like for teapots? We usually do just a couple handful of the classics. We do dragon eggs. We do Zisha. I like the tall shipiao. What is this, kind of like fondue-ish? We did kind of like this fondue style for a while. It's a little dirty, but sometimes the more complex designs cost a little bit more to make, and so it's all about trying to get to a balance.
I like that shipiao, the big.
This one?
Yeah, big lid.
Yeah.
So it's
this is one of my favorites. This is a kind of a custom design that we worked up with the potters there. This is your standard shipiao shape. You can kind of like see how that goes, but I wanted something that was a little bit taller. Something that has like a really, really big wide mouth that lets you get like a lot of like mao chai on there, because we're brewing a lot of mao chai. If the tea is compressed, it's super easy to get it into a small one, but it's really hard to get like mao chai into a pot like that. But a pot like this, nice big wide mouth, and then I don't know, I just kind of like that cute little knob on the top there.
Umber 45 got a run. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much for joining us. Really, really, really appreciate it. Tall shipiao is the best. I really like the tall shipiao.
Oh yeah,
very
shipiao
much.
looks
very
awesome.
much. I really like it.
And also, it's easy to smell. The taller it is. I don't know.
Zealousy wants to ask my opinion on Tetsubin Tiehu. I notice you use an electric kettle. Maybe you have feelings one way or the other. I've not invested in an actual like quality iron kettle. It's as simple as that. So I don't have a good quality iron kettle. You know, I've got some handful, or I got 1 or 2 shelf wall hanger grade, like ceramic or glazed inner enamel inner ones. But there's no point using those. I'm more than happy having the kettle, having just a straight electric kettle, so I can have my water be a little bit more predictable. If I want to alter the tea, I generally do it like afterwards, like within like a clay teapot or in something like that. Nothing against iron tetsubin stuff like that, but I've just not actually taken the time or the money to invest in one. Orlando loves the shipiao. That's right, shipiao. Jared says sheng pu'er is very cleansing that way. Sheng pu'er can be quite cleansing, all the way through.
I noticed this seems really good, but the temperature is also really high. This is cooled down quicker.
Huh? Maybe it had been I don't know. Maybe it was already cool, and so since it's bigger, pulled it off, pulled the heat out more. I'm not sure.
Because it tastes different if it's different temperature.
So we'll do one last long steep of the top of the clouds. Zealousy says if he gets a second Genshui, it'll be a tall shipiao. Yeah, we definitely need to make more of the tall shipiao. Zisha is another popular shape. That's the other one I was trying to say. Zisha is popular. Dragon's Egg is popular. Tall shipiao is popular. In fact, I think the last time we just did those three, right?
Yeah, we didn't do
we
a
went
lot.
We tried to keep things a little bit more simple. I think the last time we had a custom commission. We did Zisha, tall shipiao, Dragon's Egg.
扁西施, do you do 扁西施?
Half, I don't think so. Maybe half black and half red to give people some options. I don't really think that the black and red makes a difference. It's the in the actual like brew, but it's really nice to have some options. I do like the white clay ones, but the white clay ones run a little bit more expensive, and it really depends on who's actually blending the white clay.
Some did a really good job. Some is so white.
Yeah,
so.
the purer the white Genshui clay is, the more expensive it is. So you'll get some other people like kind of doing like I'm gonna like cut in 10% with some regular stuff so they can save some money, and it just muddles the color of the clay.
Yeah.
And it's just not great. But some of those, like the ones that are like super like mega like bone white Genshui, especially if they put a polish on there, so gorgeous, really nice.
Like looking into a mirror.
But you have to, it costs more. So I think for a lot of the teaware that we do, we try to make it a little bit more affordable, I guess. I talked in the last Between Two Teapots with Alka Michael about that. Just my concept of teapots for the masses. Want to have really good quality clay, very like very usable shapes. Get as much quality clay into people's homes as possible was a lot of our focus with last rounds of Genshui, because we've done other Genshui and stuff like that, and that it's a little bit fancier, but the price jumps up, like $100 a pot, $120 a pot, $150 a pot, and that just really starts to put it outside of most people's price range.
Yeah, I think it depends on what you need. You need a
depends on what you need,
or you want to look good. I think different time have different
needs.
Yeah,
And different people have different needs depending on what they're doing. A lot of the tea shops in China are focused on even a visual aspect to it, and so for the customers come in, they want to have a very gorgeous appearance. But
if
I'm more of a practicalist.
If I brew tea every day, you probably want to have a good, beautiful one.
Oh, I just like something that's just I just want it to work. Solid little workhorse. That's my perspective. Love to see a white one with the red Crimson Lotus logo on it. Yeah, the red that they have doesn't come out exactly like the red I would like. It doesn't come out like, what do I got? Do I have any teapots up there with any red on it? Can't remember. Because I had some similar ideas about having some in the red.
The cup you have, yeah.
Oh no, that doesn't have, like he's talking like actual like red, crimson red. It's one of the problems over there trying to deal with having things custom made is they never really get the color red right. So we've actually kind of had to shift what we mean by crimson, and I just tell people to make it the color of the Chinese flag, and they always have that color handy. So that's not really crimson, that's more of a pure red, but we make concessions, because otherwise if I do it, like it ends up looking like purple or something, or they take some weird shade of red. No, and it's just like,
I didn't know there's so many red out there. Like you told me like floral red, they even have pattern on it, so nobody can use it.
Oh, like Ferrari red? Yeah, very specific shades and stuff like that.
If you by accident made that color, can you use it?
I don't know. I'm not sure if they're gonna sue you or anything. Silas is not liking reverse osmosis water for brewing. I'm going to be doing some experiments this year with met some fun people in the Discord group. Gave me a recipe for some fancy tea water. So I'm going to get all the different little chemicals and try and put together a very special tea-focused water and see how it goes. Maybe do a little video about it. Lucy, what is going on? How long have you been on here? I just see you pop on right now. Silas, there's an amazing spring out by Glen that a lot of us in Seattle area go to. Yes, if you are in the Pacific Northwest, we do often get really amazing spring water from a place that we are very lucky to be very close to.
It's always the line, even you went there like midnight. Always people waiting at the line.
Silas, if you want to hop on the Discord, discord.gg/t, jump in Pound Water or the water group, and you will have ask whatever questions you want, and they will be able to solve all of your water worries. Teapot or Gaiwan for the show board?
We haven't do Gaiwan for a long time. What do you guys think?
Wait. I forgot. I was gonna do this one because I haven't done this one in a long time. So I have two dedicated show pu'er pots. So this is one of my my Bien Zisha, my little half Zisha, which I really like.
It's really cute.
Oh yeah, that was our first custom stamp. Look at that. Totally forgot about that one.
I love it.
Nice. Yeah, no, this is a fun little one. We are going to be overleafed, but hey, who cares? Let's have some fun. Let's do it. You only live once. Silas moved from Gig Harbor 3 years ago to Nashville. Thanks for the Discord recommend. There may be some local Nashville area tea springs. I'm not entirely. I don't know.
This is the half cake that I tried to.
There we go. Thank you. I'm gonna go like that. Put it right there. Oh. There we go. Almost. I got it. There we go. Kind of has a cute little face on it. I love it. That's no moon, everybody. We're jumping into show pu'er. We're done with the shung, which means I have to switch cups.
Should I?
Yes. This is you can use the silver. You can use the silver and you can use the wood-fired one. But I'm going to pop onto it. Show pu'er, how aged? What was this? 2014, I think? Yeah. This one's not that old. It's one of our first custom productions.
Custom blend show pu'er.
What am I going to use? What cup? Oh, I do have another fun cup. Very, very fun cup. Slightly broken, as all really good tea cups are or might be. Where'd my stream go? Where's my music? There was a network error. I hope there's not a network error. Are we all still connected? I hope we're still connected. Yeah, so this teacup right here, bam, it's got a nice little chip taken out there. It's got a nice little chunk going out of the bottom there. So this one has nice texture. It's got a really good texture. This is a white glazed wood-fired white clay from Huaning, actually fired in Dragon Kiln, and I am quite pleased with it. Good, you can see me. Thank you. That makes me feel better. I get stressed about network connectivity issues, but thankfully our fiber connection here actually works pretty decent. Lucy says, "Hi, Glenn and Lamo, just popped on. Have Lucky Cloud steeping. Excellent choice. Excellent choice.
Haven't had Lucky Cloud for years.
I know. I saw that downstairs today, and I'm like,
Hey, maybe next week.
Maybe next week we'll do some.
It's very good Jinmai Bots blend.
Yeah. Lucky Cloud is quite.
Yeah,
quite
I used that. I can remember all of over tea.
Yeah.
So, because it was so few, but
yeah.
I think
I start to get a little confused. Thankfully, we take pretty good notes, and I'm always just like, Lama, what actually did we put into Jade Rabbit? Like, I don't even remember anymore.
Yeah,
I remember being
notes.
stressing about all the details of it. And I actually have a fairly creative set of Excel spreadsheets, which I use for tracking all of the teas that we purchase and exactly like the different prices and how many kilos of different ones that we have. And then I can actually have some formulas and calculations which take my blends and figure out exactly how much that blend costs per gram or per kilo and things like that, and I kind of work it that way. So I've got some of my notes organized like that. Yeah, good. Glad you dropped on, Lucy. That's a good one. Have I missed much in the tea chats? Tea chat up here? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, that tea felt good.
Yeah, I think that tea is getting better. The
Yeah,
first cup
that's a
of
nice
tea
tea.
is always too strong for me. I
That
like
tea
the-
that tea comes out. That tea can come out fighting. That tea will that tea can push you around a little bit if you let it.
Yeah.
But you can always just tone it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Use a little bit less leaf if you want.
We put 10 grams. I was going to put 6 grams.
Well, 10 grams in that teapot is actually slightly underleafed, actually, because that's probably 170 ml-ish, I think, in that.
Yeah.
Jared says, "Don't want to overbrew top of the clouds." Yeah, it can fight you. Do I sell in Europe? I sell anywhere people want to wait for shipping to. So our site can ship anywhere. So if our site tells you that it can't ship there, just send me an email and I will. I'll figure it out. So yeah, we send a lot of tea to Europe. There's a lot of European customers that we have.
Germany, Netherlands.
Yeah.
And lots of other countries I never heard before.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
good
it's
way
funny,
for
like-
me to learn new words.
Well, it's a good way to learn country names in English. You know all the names in Chinese, but
Yeah.
I keep telling her names, and I'm like this
Yeah,
this
I
order's
did-
going to Czechoslovakia.
I
And she's
didn't
like, I
know-
don't even know what Czechoslovakia
I
is
didn't know
in Chinese. in
Netherlands
English.
and Holland are same country because in Chinese it's Helang.
What's Holland? That's just the name of it.
Netherlands, the country.
Netherlands
In Chinese it's called Helang.
Holland.
I saw they have another name called Holland or something.
Oh, Holland. Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Netherlands, Holland. Yeah, it can. Some of these countries have different names. Where's my show? There we go. Got a nice, healthy little chunk here. Bam.
I did another good job. Break
Great
10 grams.
job. This is one of the problems with tiny mouth teapots. It's tough to get that in there, but we're gonna steep it. We're gonna steep it in, guys. We're gonna steep it in. Actually, that one goes over there. Let's see. Silas still prefers young shung over aged. So do I, man. Well, I mean, I just don't have a whole lot of really aged shung pu'er because I actually like it, but I deeply crave young shung pu'er. Alka Michael and I chatted a little bit about that in the tea stream last week. Okay, so there we go. Mr. Remake says Holland isn't technically a country. It's a region in the Netherlands. There we go. That is good to know.
That's good to know. That makes sense why they changed the name.
Yeah.
In Chinese, it's still called Helang, that country. Yeah.
There is some fun confusion with names of countries and Yunnan pu'er producing regions. There is a mountain called Bingdao, and Bingdao literally means Iceland, and Bingdao in Chinese is also the name of Iceland,
Yeah.
the country Iceland. And so when like Iceland beat Europe or beat like the UK in soccer or whatever a couple years back, like it made the big news like all over like China, and people were like, they're like, Bingdao has a soccer team, because they were like they were
so proud.
They were so proud. They're like, that's amazing. We didn't know anybody in Yunnan played soccer. It was kind of funny.
Short because that was such a smaller country. Then they beat their.
No, it was a huge shock, and that's why it
Yeah.
made these big news. But everyone in China is just like, Bingdao, really? Like I thought they only did pu'er. Like that's shocking. They were just really surprised, which was pretty funny. Iceland pu'er. Let's see. Silas, I'm in the same boat. Those menthol butter notes, a lot of aged shung has, just isn't as pleasing as floral young shung. Yeah, I don't know. I crave it, guys. I crave the young shung. The younger, the better. This is something. There's something about super young shung pu'er, like less than a week old, couple days old, day of fresh shung pu'er that just doesn't translate. So that's the.
Some people call it sunshine flavor.
Sunshine flavor.
Because it's sun dry.
Because it's sun dried, yeah.
Go under the sun for a couple of days.
Yeah, there's something that goes on in that very, very, very young tea that it's the high that I chase when I'm in Yunnan. Young Shung Gang, I like it. I'll have to make that a hashtag. It's not a hashtag.
Oh, so
You
creamy.
make one. So creamy.
Nice.
Lucy says Lucky Cloud is in a really good place right now. If you have it next week, I'll join you. We will do it next week. Next week, Lucky Cloud. If any of you have it, brew it next week. Yeah, it's got some nice. Actually, that's super creamy. Creamy.
Oh yeah. Nutty.
So what do you guys think of the fisheye lens? Is it worth keeping? Is it worth experimenting with? I myself am quite pleased with it. We had one person. Amos said that they did not like it, but I don't think they told me why, but they didn't like it. So I am very much enjoying the fisheye lens. I like that perspective.
For $15, it's a good deal.
$15 Amazon deal, free shipping.
And in 4 hours.
It's good.
Quick action now.
Buy now. I bought it. Pretty excited about it. It does have you do have like the borders around the outside, which annoy me just a little bit, but I can make a concession for that. And that is primarily just because it's not designed for this. This lens is not designed for this camera, so it has to use an adapter, which pushes it just a little bit far away, which gives that a little bit of that. Torn Ham, I am sorry. YouTube does not like your dirty language.
I can't pro it.
I got it.
I want to overbrew it.
I can't overbrew it.
Sorry, Tea Master.
It's all good. It's all good. I was getting there. Yeah, the only way to try young, super mega extra young shung is to actually be there as it is produced. I mean, I guess we could try like a super mega vacuum seal thing, like be there with a vacuum sealer.
Oh, that can work.
Might work.
Yeah.
Might work.
I'm surprised how good it tastes like by the aluminum seal.
Like a zip seal. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
But you'd have to, you'd want it vacuum sealed, and you wouldn't want to do it too tight of a vacuum seal because it would just like crush those super delicate leaves. There's also something, once every single step of production after it's done, right? So when the leaf is a Shaching kill green in a wok, it's still very pliable leaf. It's very hard to like break it unless they're too rough with it or they burn it. But it's very pliable, and so you take it from that stage over, and then you let it like kind of cool off for a little bit, and you roll it into a big ball. And it's kind of crushing it, but the leaves are still together. Take it out, throw it in the sun dry, and it's still together, whole leaf. But as soon as you go to take it off of that, every single hand that touches it is going to break some level of leaf. You take it and you put it into a bag. That's going to break some leaves. You carry the bag to your car. That's going to break some leaves. You store it in your warehouse. That's going to break some leaves. The longer human hands are on it when it's in that dry stage, it's going to break some leaves. Even like taking out a fistful of it, like measuring out 200 grams, steaming it, that's going to break some leaves.
Yeah, that's why every time we do blend, like 100 kilo blend, we have to put like 11.
Yeah. We're always breaking leaves or losing it and losing leaf, and a lot of it turns to dust.
Dusty. One factory is pretty cool. We have like 5 kilo of dusting left. They decided to make you a huge break of dusting.
Actually, I was pretty happy with that because
this is very kind.
Yeah. So what you mean is like, so for example, if we want to press 100 kilos of tea, we have to give the factory like 105 kilos of tea, because after they're done with all of that, they're going to have like 5 whole kilos of just dust left. And that's actually something interesting that actually plays into cost of the tea. You have to calculate in, like loss over the course of a production, which is interesting. So, but yeah, some of the factories will actually take all of that extra stuff and just like press me just a chunk of cake. So I've got a whole bunch of different randomly shaped cakes in my tea storage that's just everything else that was left over from production. So those will be fun to break out 50 years from now when Crimson Lotus Tea retirement party. Do I ever get to retire? Do we have a retirement plan? What's the retirement plan?
If you want to retire from this awesome community.
Silas says he likes it. Fisheye lens, I'm assuming. It's like spying on your neighbors as they drink tea. I'm okay with that as long as we can turn the camera off. No, I like the closeness. I like the close feel of it. Give me a little bit more in here, please.
Of course.
Watch your thing there.
I know. I will.
Phone's right there.
No, sorry.
Yes. Clement says we're a little bit round shaped. That's okay. We're well-rounded individuals. It works.
We're getting round.
Roxanne loves it. It's fun. It feels like you're looking at you guys from a submarine periscope in a sea of tea. She's tea drunk, you guys. Roxanne's very, very tea drunk. That's awesome. I like it. Periscope tea. I'm just happy that the camera is really close so that I can do like fun close-ups. Killgreen. Killgreen is a good metal band name. Shungcore. Silas, man, that is a great name. I had a good death metal band name the other day. I was looking up. I don't know. This might be an obscure reference, but for those of you who play Diablo 3, the Necromancer is my favorite character, and the Necromancer armor. Which Necromancer? The Necromancer set gear set. It's spacing on me. I can't think of it. There's a Necromancer set of gear called. Can't think of it.
You want me to Google?
But it's a gorgeous set of like white armor. And I didn't even realize that. Shoot! Like now we gotta look it up. Diablo 3 Necro set gear, and I didn't realize that this armor is actually real, and it's in Europe, and it's made out of silver and
gold.
It's made out of silver and gold, and there's an actual like skeleton of a saint or somebody that they think of a saint. Thinks was a saint, actually like embedded and preserved, so it's a reliquary for the saint. And I looked at that and I'm just like, I gotta figure out some way to make a T-wrapper design out of just that iconography and imagery. It was just so incredible. I've never really seen death look so beautiful as in like that armor. And I'm completely spacing on the name of it. But it was Catacomb Saints is the wiki entry for it, maybe. Catacomb Saints. Let's see. Catacomb Saints. That was my like that would be a really cool like death metal name. I thought that would be pretty cool. What is the name of it in Necromancer? There it is. Okay, so if you guys want to look up like some really cool armor that I thought was pretty cool, do a search for Diablo and then Grace of Inarius, Inarius. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing, and it's actually literally based on real armor. So go to Wikipedia, do a search for Catacomb Saints, and it's the relic from the Holy Catacombs of Pancratius.
I like the hat.
Gorgeous reliquary for a saint inside of that armor. Just absolutely incredible. I can just look at that all day.
Pretty scary
That's just
too.
gorgeous. I don't think it's scary at all. I think it's beautiful. Silver and gold armor. Man, if I am dead and somebody wants to do something like that with my skeleton, Lamu, please let them.
I will put into overwheel for over kids to remember that.
So I don't know. Is it too morbid? Is it too morbid to talk about death? It's Midnight Tea Club, you guys. I can talk about death. I want a Tibetan sky burial. That's what I want. If you guys don't know what Tibetan sky burials are, when you die, they take you up to the top of the mountain, chop you up, put you into a pile, and you're eaten by the Himalayan eagles that fly around at the top of the world. And I just think that is one of the coolest things ever. I want a Tibetan sky burial. But you have to be fairly important in the Tibetan Buddhist world to actually get a real sky burial. But if it's ever possible, that's what I want, Lamu.
They said that if you are kind, a nice person, then they will eat you, the eagle. If you are an evil person, then the birds won't even eat your meat. So
They'll eat me. They'll definitely eat me. I'm tasty. I'm tasty, and I'm so kind. Such a kind guy.
we will see.
Lucy says retirement plan is a tea locker. Keep Stormbreaker and Black Gold away from you. Yeah, Lucy drinks through her tea way too fast. Is that your New Year's resolution? Don't drink as much tea. It's a horrible resolution. Don't do that. It's good tea. We can always make more fun stuff. Yes, Jared. Good band name, Catacomb Saints. Like how cool is that? I had a whole fun conversation about this with a friend. Yeah, Catacomb Saints would be a good band name.
Start a tea band.
Gently Smiling Jaws also wants a sky burial. I would be very happy for a sky burial. Bring on the Himalayan sky vultures.
Hey, there's vulture here too.
It's not the same. It's not the same. All right, where was this conversation? I had this whole conversation with my friend. I like playing around with creating fun band names and stuff. Apparently, I'm not the only one. I love it. You guys like that too? Bone China. That's a good one. Bone China teapot made out of Glenn's bones. I would not encourage anybody to drink tea out of my bones. But yeah. That might be fun.
You got people imagination.
You guys have such a great imagination, and I like that we think. Everybody similarly.
Think, what we're gonna do with Glenn's body?
Yeah, you guys are making post-death. I did. That's totally fine. I'm totally fine. Jules is cracking out the Jing Mine now. Nice, good job. Jules said, "I would love a tea ritual or 2 or 3 or 4 for your death time." That's pretty cool. I would totally organize a tea ritual in your honor, Jules, at the time of your passing, many decades from now. Let's see. Lucy says the material in those 2 teas are phenomenal. Yeah, Stormbreaker and Black Gold are so good, so good. Fun note, I've mentioned this a couple times, but one of our upcoming rum barrels is actually going to be made from leftover Black Gold Maucha that we still have loose. So that will be something to definitely look forward to. Black Gold rum barrel. Crazy good. Very excited about that.
Yep.
Zioxio has arrived. Thank you for joining us.
Perfect time.
Don't you have some homework to do? Are you back at school? Are you still on your school break? I hope you're still on your school break.
Oh, it's winter break.
Seriously, Jules Beer says, seriously, I would accept and be honored to have a tea death ritual by you. That would be really cool. I think we'd do something pretty fun with that. That would be a fun trend to start to see. End of life tea rituals, I think, could be very therapeutic and rewarding. Gently Smiling Dawes going to be composted. Already signed up. That's pretty cool. I like the. Is it one of those like the mushroom suit, the mushroom bodysuit thing? I love that we're coming up with more amazing end of life things that aren't just sticking people in a concrete box and dropping them into the ground, fully preserved. I'm excited about opportunities to be reincorporated into the world. Bam! I'm trying to find this, but whatever. It's too late, guys. On to a different topic. Ziaxio, school starts Monday. That's
today's Saturday.
Today's
one more
Saturday.
day.
He's going.
Go Wired.
He's going crystal digging in the snow. First thing about, is it harder to find crystals in the snow? I assume that it is. You guys, Ziaxio is studying to get his geology degree in mining sciences and stuff. So he's got a really fun collection of cool rocks, and he and I chat about rock stuff every now and then.
It's really fun to learn that in the school.
Yeah. It's fun to be able to go to school for something that you're passionate about. We were just talking about that today.
Yeah. I think when I was young, I don't know what I was passionate about.
Yep.
Well,
it's hard. High school counselors in the U.S. don't often really focus on like finding your passions, and that's really what college should be about. College should be about going and learning about your passion, not going there hard set to get something that you thought you wanted in high school.
In China, like you have to study really hard till high school, then you have to decide what major you want, and then suddenly how could I know? It's just all the terminology.
Jared McFarlane wants a Darth Vader style ceremony. Okay, all right. A little bit of a Viking burials kind of thing. Toss you on a big huge pyre. Everybody gets to watch. I can facilitate that for you as well. The FDA is gonna get on me. You're only like licensed for tea. You can't offer end of life ceremonies to your customers.
You promise too much, Grant.
I promise too much. Yeah. Ziaxio says digging in the snow is really tough. Yeah, it's cold. Jared says that snow moon is super tasty right now. Yeah, it's got just enough of an astringent edge to it that I'm quite pleased with it. It's
the first sip was so strong. Balance. I think you brewed it stronger.
Well, this teapot's only like 100 ml, and so that's like 10. So, but I like my shop pour like that. I like it a little bit more aggressive. I like it a little punchy. Oh, there we go. That's nice. That's real nice. So what did you guys do for New Year's Eve? Did you guys do anything else fun? We talked a little bit earlier about the polar bear plunge that I did with my brothers and Gemma, the baby boss. We all jumped into Puget Sound, just down off the beach near our home. Did you guys do anything else fun for New Year's? We didn't do much for New Year's Eve. We watched some fireworks with the kids. did a couple little Roman candles in the backyard just for the kids to have a little fun. Like 5 minutes later, there were like 2 cops parked in front of my house.
Yeah, one of the lights was waiting.
Come on, you guys. It's like the end of 2020. Like you can't not have a little celebration. I mean, like, geez, you guys. It was like.
But you know, that's the 2020. One of the fireworks just explode in your hands.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you guys don't know what Roman candles are, it's like a tall stick and like these little balls like pop out and make a little pop or something like that. But somebody tricked me and turned the last one around the other direction, so I'm holding it at the bottom, and it just shot right out into my palm and blew up, and I was like. Damn you, 2020! Got one last hurrah on there. Just a little bit. Don't put much on.
Yeah, because we did.
That's good.
In the New York Times, so it's not literally after.
Yeah. We did it at 9 o'clock.
So it's kind of bad luck.
Put the kids to bed. Watch the New York Times.
Yeah, you have to wait till 2021.
New York Times. I'm not the New York Times, but the Times Square live stream. That's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. It was just I don't know, it was just so weird because you couldn't see anybody's mouths because everyone's in masks, but they're still trying to like emote their stuff and
they're blinking.
You just saw like a lot of like people like blinking in front of the camera. And it was just really weird. It was strange. I wish they would have just focused on, I don't know, something else. It was just very strange. Just empty streets and like they had like these like pods. Like these little fenced-in pods, and that's where like the people that you knew could like stay together, but they still made you wear masks. And so there were like these like little pods of like people just like waving things and not being able to see their face. It was just so weird. So weird. The Axios horses did not like the fireworks. Yeah, I know. You need to get you some freedom horses. People kissing with their masks on. Very strange. Very strange.
It's
the whole
2020.
The whole life. That whole stream was just strange. I'm not really sure what else they could have done differently, but and also like even the production values, like there was whole like multiple minutes where like nothing was actually happening, and they're usually like really on top of it. I don't know, but I guess maybe all the professionals just stayed home. Orlando had a cherry bomb firecracker go off in your hands as you were holding it. It was terrifying. Went deaf for a few minutes. It felt like your fingers blew off. Was that last night? Like recently? Yeah, no, don't do that. I don't recommend.
Yeah, I remember one year, Chinese New Year, one of my cousins, he was so drunk, so we played fireworks, and the fireworks blow in his hands.
Well, they would do this thing, like they try and hold it as like long as possible before they threw it away, but like who's more man, who's more non-run in Chinese?
Yeah, it's literally exploding his hand, and his hands is really painful. The next day he woke up, he doesn't remember anything, but his hands is really painful, and he said, "What's going on with my hand?" What did you guys
do to my hand last night? Don't play fireworks games when you're drunk in China. It's like no, it's not worth it.
Funny.
It's funny how the backlash against fireworks in the U.S. I remember everybody having like massive like fireworks things when I was a kid. Like 2 days a year. 4th of July, New Year's Eve. Maybe a couple like remnants here and there and stuff like that. But lately, man, it's just a huge backlash. Nextdoor.com, like all your neighbors are like, I don't know who's doing the fireworks. City code, blah blah blah. Go back and forth like that. And I tell you what, you go to China on Chinese New Year, and it is a 2-week war zone. 24 hours a day. Like
not 24 hours.
It is nearly 24 hours a day. It is definitely all night long. It is like a war zone, and it's just. It's not like like go up and look pretty fireworks. It's just big booms and just like man, for 2 weeks straight. It is. They outdo us. They outdo us, guys. They outdo us. We got to up our fireworks game in the U.S. I'm sorry. I know the dogs and the horses don't like it, but. I don't know. So China's outdoing us.
It's same thing because in China, the city, it's also illegal to do the fireworks.
Totally illegal.
It's just the game. The police come in, everybody gone. It's
Yeah.
just like a chasing game.
Yeah, it's gone. All the ghosts are scared out of China by the fireworks. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Jared, next door people are the worst. Karens of the neighborhood watch. Yeah, I think I had a family of Karens next door because a light went on at 9 o'clock because they already went to bed when I did like my 2 Roman candles that were like pop pop pop. Had some pop pops. They were not amused. Yeah, it was really funny. I was just like, man, I heard like something screech outside, and I went and looked out the front door, and I was just like, Mamo, there's like 2 cops out there.
They're waiting for you. I'm glad you just did the 5 minutes.
Just did two little ones. It wasn't even anything, man. I used to do crazy stuff. All the neighbors know we used to go out on the street. We'd close off the whole street. We'd just do crazy fireworks for hours out there.
Yeah, good thing you were fine. Otherwise, I have to explain to the kids that it was gone.
Your dad's in jail tonight. 'Cause he got a taste for freedom. Oh, that's pretty funny. But so, did anybody do any fireworks last night? Did anybody get into any trouble? It was a good night. Gotta let the kids see some stuff. Have some fun little fireworks.
Oh, one of the fireworks we bought for the 4th of July is dog poop. That was so much fun.
You guys know whatever that chemical is that does the growing snake one, right? You guys know that firework from when you're a kid. You know, you just light it. It looks like a poopy string, right? So I found one. You know, like on 4th of July at like one of the places that does sell fireworks around here. It was in the shape of a dog with kind of like a snarky little grin on his face, and it was called the pooping dog firework. And it just has it come out of his end, and then at the end there's just a big like boom, like crack sound. That's all Gemma talks about now. It's like, Dad, are we doing fireworks? She's like, I want that pooping dog. I want to see a pooping dog, Dad. And she just keeps saying that. Like, Dad, do you have any more pooping dogs? It's the funniest thing. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't.
And I like that
made
one.
a huge
Quieter.
mistake. Yeah, it was just a fun little one. She got endless amounts of entertainment out of the pooping dog fireworks. So gonna have to find some more of those. Lucy is right. Yes, all the next door Karens want ghosts and bad spirits. I'm just trying to protect my family, and my family is protected. All the ghosts in this house were scared away last night, and hopefully scared right over to the Karens that live right there. Oh, that's yeah, that's right. You're right. That's what it is. Just trying to protect my family. Ziaxio says Neighbors was a kid. The CEO of Dairy Gold had his professional license. Took his license away after he nearly hit a landing aircraft. Yeah, flying planes, fireworks. Not a good mix. Not a good mix. Shouldn't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Maybe they don't.
Roxanne drank tea. She's a party animal. Yeah, we drank tea we drank tea yesterday as well. Yeah, because we had the between two teapots session with Alka Michael, and then we drank tea drank the same tea. Ended Altered State. Ended 2020 with Altered State. Started 21 with Altered State. It's a good tea. Orlando remembers the year the neighbor had a load of confiscated fireworks that he would set off. Those are always the best, right? You gotta, go out to Native American Indian land where they still are free to sell whatever. Yeah, there's a bunch of Indian reservations, Native American reservations in this area, and the fireworks that they sell there is always the best stuff. I think the best personal fireworks thing I ever saw. Was up in Alaska, because you could just visited my uncle up there. We went way out into the woods camping, and you can just buy whatever you want any time of the year. And so he just bought this giant box of all the biggest, loudest booms and stuff. That was fun. Remember that fondly as a kid. Yeah, Ziaxis says year before he started a large grass fair. Yeah, you kind of gotta be careful. I saw on Reddit and some of the next door stuff, people were complaining about we've got too many trees around here. You guys are gonna burn down the neighborhood. I'm like, it was wet and rainy. You're not gonna be able to start a forest fire anywhere around here any time.
Yeah.
It's just it's
a good time.
It's winter. It was even raining all night long. I'm sure the fire department didn't have anything to worry about. I don't know. Maybe they did. he was the sheriff. He was the sheriff, so he had all the illegal fireworks. That's pretty good. It's good to know. It's good to know the local. The local popo if you're gonna be mixing things up in that way. Xiaxio lives near the airport along the landing path of the runway, so planes come pretty close. Yeah, that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, to be launching fireworks off.
Yeah.
Right at that time. Probably not right in that area. But I guess he learned his lesson by losing his license.
Tough lesson.
This tea's so smooth. It's really smooth. We're about 5 or 6 steeps in. Still got some decent color there. That's the color that the color of pu'er tea that they look for in Yunnan. They want that nice red wine aged color. I like something a little bit just thicker and darker and chunkier, but that's what they look for.
Very comfortable tea.
It's very like comfortable tea.
I'm in the home.
It's definitely a daily drinker. Jared, have you not tried Dark Depths yet? That's a shame, man. That's No Moon. Yeah, he likes That's No Moon. Interested in trying Dark Depths in the Way. Dark Depths is really good. The Way is very interesting, very unique. It's I think it's a really good bitter sweet balance, but it's got some good sweetness in it, and it's got some good bitterness in there to balance. Let's see, what are we at? Just tossing just a scratch more. There we go. That's good. Just a little bit. I don't want it to take too long to heat up. That's what I just want to add. Just a scratch.
Yes, sir.
Xiaxio says, "What tea should I take digging in the cold tomorrow?" Probably a show pu'er. I'm gonna recommend a show pu'er. Do you have Road Trip? Road Trip would probably be pretty tasty.
Iron Forge. Super.
Iron Forge.
The body.
Iron Forge would work. Overleafed, steep it strong. Get some good body energy going. Lucy knows. Iron Forge. Yeah. Iron Forge is a good one. Good choice. Do you have Iron Forge? He has Road Trip and Iron Forge.
Yeah.
Win. There you go.
Oh, you can do your custom blend, half.
Do a custom blend, or kind of get a pre-funk going before you leave the house on Road Trip, but then have Iron Forge like set, like ready to go when you get up into the mountains. You've got we were talking about jet boils and stuff earlier. You have a Gong Fu to go, don't you? You've got a little portable, one of our fancy portable tea brewers. You probably have you're a pretty prepared guy. You probably have a little jet boil set up as well. We've been very much enjoying jet boiling on the go. Well, not on the go, but when we go to a place, then we brew it. We've not actually jet boiled in the car. I proposed the idea to Llama. I was like, you could jet boil. Sit there and we'll hang it from the ceiling, and we could boil it as we drive. And she was not amused with that suggestion.
Nope.
Lucy says Xiaxio's bringing a jet boil and a kettle. Take some pictures. It'll be fun to see what you're doing. Don't have to go. Don't have a Gong Fu to go yet. Well, if you've got a jet boil and a kettle and stuff, you're well on your way. Lucy says Iron Forge is her favorite to take hiking and skiing. That's awesome. That actually makes a lot of sense. It's a good cold weather winter tea, because it really does just warm you straight up.
Perfect season to do the skiing or snow hiking.
It's the perfect season to do skiing. It's the only season to do skiing and snow hiking. Yes, you're right. It is. And I do need to do. I can finally convince my brother to get some snowshoes so that we can do some snowshoe hiking and stuff.
You and your brother?
Me and my brother gonna go strap on our shoes and go out and have some fun in the Cascade Mountains. Jared says it's best to pre-funk your funk. Absolutely. Orlando has half a cake of each of cat and dog. I do remember that. I definitely remember that. That was a very fun collab. I have a handful, maybe like 5 or 10 of each, probably sitting around here.
Is that easy for you to break it up? I think
it's really, really heavily compressed tea. Very heavily compressed. Good luck. A Bing Slayer. Get thee to a Bing Slayer. You're gonna need a Bing Slayer to crack open those cakes for sure. Xiaxio says the place you're digging is super dangerous. If you don't hear from you again, I'll post videos of how unstable this dig is. Wait, if I don't hear from you again, you'll post videos? Or wait, no, yes.
Oh,
if I don't hear from you again, you're not posting any videos. if I don't hear from you again and you post videos, that will be very very weird.
Yeah. Be safe.
Yes, please.
Bring
please,
a buddy.
Please be safe. Yes, bring a buddy with you. Do you need snowshoes to get up there? Is it pretty tough location? You're in Montana. You got some pretty rough country out there, man. Take your precautions. Make sure somebody knows where you are for sure. Lucy can't wait until you and your little ones go snowshoeing. I'm so happy. Like once the kids get big enough that I can get them a decent pair of snowshoes that they're not gonna like outgrow in a season. That'll be fun. Do some snowshoeing, some snow hiking. Get up to some fun places. Actually, what would be really awesome is hiking all the way up to that fire lookout that we spent the summer at a couple times. Doing a snowshoe hike up to that would be just gorgeous. That would be incredible. But the road to get there is like entirely unpassable in the wintertime. So you'd actually have to hike to that spot and then go.
Are you able to carry 2 babies on your back?
No, this is when the babies. What we do is we're gonna need a dog and we're gonna need a sled, and then we can pull the kids in the snow with the dog.
Good luck.
On a sled.
I will be on the sled if you got a couple dogs.
We're gonna need a lot of dogs. Basically, we need to move to Alaska. Is what Llama was saying. Llama was saying we'll move to Alaska.
I'd love to.
Orlando, see, yeah, those cakes were a pain, and you broke it and mixed it. Yeah, those cakes were just a little too heavily compressed. We compressed them at the same time that Space Girls got compressed. So yes, very heavy compression.
You said it's bulletproof.
They're probably bulletproof. I've not actually tested that. I should do that. I don't really want to waste the tea though, but it would actually be fun to see. Probably not. Slow bullets. Probably stop a slow bullet.
The age for like 30 years maybe will make it a little loose.
Xiaxio says the hole has a large ledge of rock overhanging the digging layer, and it can collapse and crush you. That sounds precarious.
That's very dangerous.
Please stay safe. REI gear rental. That's not a bad idea.
Oh, that's true. Because the kids grow up so fast.
Do some gear rental. Yeah, because otherwise they would. But we should actually they've got a fairly decent set of adult-sized snowshoes at Costco for like $60, which is where I told my brother to get his, and he got those. He's using those. It's pretty decent. I mean, they're not as fancy, but they came with poles, and they're as good as the MSR or REI or whatever brand I spent hundreds of dollars on a couple years ago. So at least they seemed pretty decent. Have the kids pull the dog in the sled, Orlando. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Gotta put those animals to use. Get the animals to work for me. That's my perspective. I would make the kids pull us though. That would be fun.
Can't wait.
Orlando says it could probably stop an arrow at distance. It could probably stop an arrow at distance. Yeah. If you see me wearing like a suit of heavily compressed Shung Pu'er armor, you'll know that there's some yeoman nearby. Gently Smiling Jaws build a protective tea fort out of heavily compressed cakes. We actually had one of the tea guys that we work with, one of the tea guys in Jingmai, one of the farmers there. That was one of his life goals. Take all of the extra tea after each year, and he's storing it, and he's going to take all of them and have them compressed into bricks, and he's going to build a tea house out of the bricks that he makes from the compressed tea. So, but he has a lot of ideas, and they don't always come to fruition. So
in China, there is lots of factory compressed huge statues, and some of them build a big stew in the house. You can put it in the house. It's huge. You know what I mean? Holding the house, one tall.
Well, it was a column. Yeah, we saw. There was one shop that we were working with that specialized in pressing like literally any shape that you want. They would find some way to do it. And one of the customers wanted 1,000 kilos, exactly 1,000 kilos of tea pressed. And so they pressed it into just a giant column. It was about this big around, about 8 foot tall. And that's sitting in his living room in China now, a giant tower of 1,000 kilos of tea. Metric ton. It's a lot of tea. and it's kind of a fun visual representation to be able to see that. Whew. Yeah, a tea house, literal tea house, would be pretty cool. Very fun sight actually. Probably with that humidity, the humidity in Chiang Mai, it actually probably would smell pretty decent in there. And it was shung, so it would probably have a really nice shungy aroma to it. The tea house could age, although it'd be really bad if it started to like mold or something like that. That would be awkward.
Oh yeah, getting weaker. Yeah.
Yeah, there's it's funny. There's not a lot of aged tea in Chiang Mai. It's an export thing, and so you can't actually bring any tea into Chiang Mai. So once the tea leaves, it can literally never come back.
And I think most farmers try to sell the loose leaf as much as they can. They don't
Sure.
have a
Sure, they have
concept to storage it. But
No.
recent year, there's farmers
started to.
intentionally to storage.
Or they'll accidentally do it. There was like that 2003 Chiang Mai. We sold like we only had like a couple hundred kilos of that. We sold that 2003 Chiang Mai in like single session.
Yeah.
Put it into 8-gram things and sold it for a little pricey amount because that was some pretty good stuff. And that was just the farmer had just forgotten it. Like a bag up in his attic since 2003, and we were able to purchase that and then sell it. But that tea was so badly stored. We spent a long time like cleaning that leaf material. I mean, the leaf material was just gorgeous, but it's just long time and some weird storage conditions, and you get like dust and brush and branches and who knows what else in there and stuff. So we spent some time cleaning out that tea, and that tea turned out really good. That's like it brewed like black. Remember that? Like that tea. It was a shung pu'er from 2003.
Because Chiang Mai is really wet,
and it
hot.
brewed black, and that was brewed thick and black like show pu'er. It was awesome. Orlando says maybe they just take a hammer and chisel when they get thirsty for tea. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Just go up to the shelf on the wall, just break a little tea off the wall. Could work.
Yep.
So did you guys do resolutions? Do you do New Year's resolutions? Did anybody come up with anything good this year, tea related or non-tea related? I'm just curious what people are hopes and passions for 2021. That's good. Jules, one of his goals this year is to camp in a pu-erh hot tent. I do not know what that is. With a portable wood stove during winter in a wildlife preserve and brew altered state and others next to ancient cedars next to me. That sounds awesome. I'm gonna have to look up pu-erh hot tent. See what I think I have an idea of what that is, but cool. Yeah, I got a rough idea about that. Check it out, Lamo. It's a tent that you can actually have like a fire inside with like a chimney and things. Keeps it nice and hot. A little bit more of a permanent tent. Oh, cool. Mark Muller's hoping to buy a home. Man, I wish you all the best on that. That's a big step. It's a big step. It is a really good time.
Interest rate is low.
Interest rates are awesome. Yeah, Jules, that sounds like a pretty cool thing to do. I do like camping and tenting. We've got a small-ish tent. I'm realizing that my little REI micro mini 2-person tent is not so great when you've got 2 kids that just roll all over you all night long. We can probably get another year or 2 out of it, but we probably might need to invest in a bigger family style tent. But yeah, the tent that I bought was designed for motorcycle camping, and so I made it as like got one that was as small and as light as possible. Perfect for me and Lamu. But the kids are starting to take up more room.
Yeah.
But they have their cute little animal sleeping bags, and they take them with us, and we do a little camping when we can. Cute. It's a lot of fun. They actually really like camping. We try and go somewhere with them every year. Roxanne's resolution was to not take any resolutions. Gotcha. I can see that. Well, I wish you well in your non-resolution. Jules, Gemma is 4 years old now. She turned 4 in November, and Gary turned
2.5 about.
2.5 in August.
Yeah, August is the 2.
August,
so
yeah.
Now
so Gary turned 2 in August.
Gary is so shy.
He's so shy. He's a total COVID baby.
I feel bad for COVID baby.
Yeah.
Whoever have a baby out there.
Yeah, he's totally fine in the house. He's really outgoing, lots of fun, and then you get him outside, and like he literally never moves. Wherever you stick him there, and he's just like
no sun.
Yeah, especially when he sees other people and stuff, he's just like, this is
frozen
so
there
weird.
for like 10
who
minutes.
are these other people? And so it's kind of funny. Sometimes you'll forget that he's there. He's just like kind of like a statue. Doesn't even move. But yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of interesting stuff in the next 10, 20 years. You know, like kids growing up through this phase. Interesting to see what developmental changes and stuff have to be made to compensate for kids that have literally lived inside for multiple years or something. Yeah, do we have any well, I'll show you the see if I can see how this works. Yeah, we'll show you a Christmas picture. I'll show you a picture from the polar bear club. There we go. There's Santa. Can we actually see that? There is Santa behind glass. And the kids were very excited to see him and absolutely horrified at the exact same time. Like they both just kind of like stood there and like didn't even speak at all. I'm like, Gemma, you gotta tell him what you want. She wouldn't even talk.
Thank you.
Totally frozen.
They're the cutest kid. Thank you.
There you go. This is the picture of the year. Polar Bear Tea Club with my totally cracked iPhone. Gemma screaming her brains out, trying to get out of the water as fast as she could. But she did have fun. She went in on her own. She got out on her own. So I'm very proud of her.
Braver than
very
me.
Proud of her. Very brave. Brave little girl. Gary will go next year. He went in up to his shins, had a little bit. They are cute kids. Very cute kids. It is funny to see my beard totally hidden by the mask. And the other thing is, if you don't realize, like facial hair pressed in behind a mask all the time, you take it off and it's just all over the place. So I had to spend a good 10 minutes kind of like brushing it out and rebraiding it, and getting it nice and oiled so it looks nice and presentable.
With the mask, lots of people don't need to do the makeup.
Yeah.
Below there, you just put makeup on the eyes.
This is the time for girls with ugly teeth to shine.
And I actually save makeup money. You don't need to do much makeup.
Save makeup money. Just put a little bit on the eyes. But I have noticed that the women's starting to kind of over accentuate the eyes. And they might not have put as much makeup on their eyes in the past.
And this year, so many advertisement for the eye surgery.
Yeah, that's right. I
totally understand if people have glasses. If you wear a mask, I just cannot see anything.
Steams up.
Yeah.
So my mask approach is still this is the way I do it. I use the N95 with like the external respirator so that it comes out here. But then I actually wear a mask over the top of that, so I kind of like do like a double mask thing. I've got a stormtrooper mask thing that I think is kind of cool. I like to wear that, but I use the N95 and then actually like it doesn't fog up my thing because it actually blows out this way instead of blowing up over my glasses. So that's my approach. But especially in wintertime, glasses, masks, it's just all steamed up. All steamed up. All right. Well, shoot, we got about 6 minutes left. This has gone by fairly quick. We'd like to start off with a shung, switch to a show. Shung brings us up. Show just kind of mellows us down. It's pretty fun.
To be honest, I'm still thinking about the top of clouds.
You're still thinking about Top of the Clouds?
Yeah.
We can brew it. We'll brew more of it tomorrow. It's still a teapot. We'll leave it in that teapot. Get it started again. Plenty to go. Oh, that's right. It's the oxy headband. Yeah, the masks don't offer like a super great seal if you have like a beard. Actually, the Amish are the way to do it. Like if you want like a good like gas mask seal, just have like a nice like Amish like neck beard going down there. You still get the seal on there, but I don't know. I thought about it. Thought about shaving off the beard, but couldn't take myself to do it. I just decided to stay away from people instead. It's easier that way. This was fun. Our first tea stream of the year. Keep up the trend of doing these every Saturday night. Be kind of fun. Still thinking about throwing in another weekly tea tasting session, maybe somewhere around the start of the week. Play around with that a little bit.
In the morning?
Monday morning matcha, but I'd have to wake up.
Yeah, you can do it yourself.
You're not going to come out and join me for Monday morning matcha? Does anybody else want to watch like a 9 a.m. Monday morning tea stream with me? Maybe that should be my New Year's resolution, to wake up early,
I think
at
9
least on Monday.
maybe too late for lots of people. They probably love to do like 6 a.m.
Oh, maybe they would. Well, see, no, I'm thinking about the whole coast. I mean, the whole of America. So it's only 9 a.m. here, but then it's noon-ish in New York, and it's about like just afternoon tea-ish in England time. So it's probably a good time to do like a Monday morning matcha. Crimson Lotus tea. I don't think I'll be this energized or excited. I'll be sitting out here in my my sleeping pajamas, my bathrobe. Maybe that could be a thing. I'd have some different pajamas every week or something. That's my Monday morning wake up. Get the week started right. Crimson Lotus tea. Monday morning matcha. I should do it. I should make it happen. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try that this Monday. That's only 2 days away. Full moon tea. Ooh, special full moon tea session. That could be pretty cool. I think I will do. When's the next full moon? Jules, maybe you can tell us when's the next full moon. A full moon tea session would be kind of fun. Jared's gonna be there Monday morning, 9 a.m. tea sesh. Waking up with Glenn in the mornings. like a radio show or something like that. That's pretty funny. That's a pretty funny idea. But I think I might give it a try. See who else wants to do it. Midday matcha. Lucy thinks the way I do. Lamo and I are quite the night owls. We don't really I don't really do mornings. I never really got the hang of mornings. Nothing against them. I love them if I'm up for them, but Yep. Zioxia says I'm out of class at 10 a.m. your time every day. Oh, so you'll never be able to get to Monday morning matcha. Sorry about that. Thursday, Jared says, look at that, Jared with the quick Google foo. Thursday, January 28th, full moon. I think we're gonna have to do it. Full moon tea tasting. That'd be kind of fun. I'd be happy to do that. Full moon tea. How many full moons did we get this year? Fun little one. No, sometimes there's more than that. Sometimes there's 1 or 2 per month, depending on the month. Sometimes there's like 14-ish or something. I don't know. Gently smiling jaws. Mornings are no fun. You're with me. I feel you. Not a fan of mornings. It's the funny thing is, like, every time we go to China and like the time zones are completely shifted, I'm a total morning person for about a week until my body adjusts. And like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, this is great. Get tons of stuff done before that, and then eventually it just like flips.
Yeah. I think that's what
back.
confused me about when I would grow up. People tell me if you go to bed after 12 o'clock, it's not good for your body.
Yeah.
But then when I was in a different time zone, so I was just wondering what's really, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean,
this time zone I'm pretty early, so I just don't know. Really not.
We usually get the same amount of hours. It's just slept. It's just in a different way. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Early to bed, early to rise. Some anecdotes about that, but I don't know. I'm definitely a night owl, and always have been.
I wish I'm morning owl.
Ziaxio says, do it outside. There we go. Outside tea tasting. I can maybe work it. I can make it happen. If it's not super raining outside, I can work it.
If it's not super windy. I know it's getting really windy.
This microphone actually does pretty good.
I mean, it's so cold. I think your teacup can blow away.
Teacup can blow away. So what you're saying is you're not going to be out there with me. You're going to be sitting inside with a cup of hot chocolate, like waving at me, and like in the sleeting snow. Yeah, I can give it a try. I'll see what we can do. See if we can do an outside tea stream. Llama will be inside. I'll be outside. We'll be zoomed sessioned together, and Llama will be drinking tea in here while I'm outside. That would be pretty funny. I think Llama would find that hilarious. Yeah. Jared McFarlane says, my TCM acupuncturist told me you peak late at night, but not to stay up late after midnight. Not happening tonight. Yeah, I find myself far more efficient in what I can get done, like from 6 to 2 a.m. That's my peak efficient working hours. Like I spend it takes me an incredibly long time in the morning to just get into like where I feel like efficient with what I'm doing. Like I'll just spend like 2 hours doing something that would take me like 20 minutes like later at night. I just it's very, very hard to get the engine going. But we'll see what Monday morning Mao-cha does. I think I'll give it a try. I think I'll do it.
Put it into your New Year resolution.
It's gonna be my New Year's resolution
Yeah.
to try to do at least one early morning tea stream. We'll see how it goes. See how many people want to have me yelling at them in the morning. Drink tea.
I was thinking most tea people are morning.
I don't know. Well, I mean, clearly Midnight Tea Club shows that not everybody's a morning. Not all people are morning people. There's plenty of tea night owls out there, which is why this has actually been a lot of fun. Jules wants me to brew over a real fire. I'll see what I can do. I will see what I can do. That would be the way to do it. That would be if I can get my broadcasting gear outside in a way that's not going to melt things or get things wet. I could make it happen. We could do something. We could do something fun. I'll experiment a little bit because that would be pretty fun if I could get something going outside. Llama and kids waving through the deck door. That's exactly. You know what? Gemma would be out there with me. You know she would, right?
Yeah.
Gemma would sit out there now too with me. Gary probably would too.
It's just myself. I'm probably gonna enjoy some quiet time.
This is the woman from one of the coldest places on Earth, and she should be out there with us. But maybe she learned her lesson when she was young. Guys, I'm going to I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it here. I think we've steeped out That's No Moon. We chased it to the end. Top of the Clouds probably could keep going, but I think we're at a good spot here. This was awesome. It was a ton of fun. Thank you for the feedback on the new lens setup. And we love it when people join us, and you guys are super awesome. It's great to see a lot of the same people every single week, which is fun. It makes it feel like it really for us feels like you guys are actually sitting here having tea with us, which is very therapeutic for us, and it's awesome. So all of you guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for having tea with us. I wish you a happy New Year, and hope all of your resolutions or your non-resolutions actually go the way you expect them to. Mm-hmm. And anything you want to say, Lemon?
Happy steeping.
Happy steeping. All right, you guys. See you. Love you all. Thank you.
Bye-bye.